I move on to all of my SatiPasala friends. Today we are learning why is the frog always so happy. Last week we learned about right and wrong choices and why helping is a good choice. But sometimes you need help from someone else. So may Damba or Shadathera could start the program.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, Bante, we can hear.
All right, great. I'm trying a new device here, so I just need to make sure it's working. All right, thank you.
Yes,
Well,
we can hear clearly, Bante.
very good, wonderful. Although I'm not sure I followed are we done with the introduction? Shall we proceed? All right, great. Well, hello to everyone. Today I'm in a new location. As you can see behind me, there's a bookshelf over there. Have you heard of Katukelio? It's near Anuradhapura or in Anuradhapura, I'm not sure. So that is where I am today. And I see lots of participants. If you can turn your video on, please do so. We can see your face. A lot more participants today. Very nice. Okay, so anyways, what's our topic for today? Who are these? We have two froggies over here. And looks like they're having a conversation. And the first froggy says, "Why are frogs always so happy?" And the other one asks, "Why?" And the first froggy says, "Because they eat whatever bugs." Lately, we've been getting a little bit clever with our topics. You guys get the pun here? The frogs eat whatever bugs them? Well, I'm not going to explain it because when you explain a joke, then it's not funny. It's only funny when you get it straight away. But anyways, what this is supposed to mean is the frog is saying frogs eat whatever bugs them. And bugs, another name for that is meaning to disturb or to bother, to pester. So frogs eat whatever bugs them. Frogs eat whatever disturbs them, which most of the time is bugs. Okay? Yeah, so moving on, how can we relate this to our mindfulness? This is the main topic that we are always talking about. It's the main topic that we are always emphasizing, how to be mindful, how to live in the present moment, how to always be aware of what is happening around us or with our body, because we have been doing mindfulness for a while now, right? And we do appreciate and we understand that it's giving us some kind of benefit. Some people get a little bit of benefit, some people get a lot of benefits, but whatever the case, when we are mindful, we can see some results. It changes us. It helps us to be accepting of our situations. It helps us to stop rejecting bad situations. and it helps us to stop being overexcited about the situations that we like, the situations that we desire, right? This is the power of mindfulness. And one way that mindfulness helps us is that whatever comes at us, and we apply this mindfulness, it's like we become sort of indestructible. We kind of become like a small superhero in ourselves. We find that we have more strength than we thought we had. We have more forbearance. Forbearance means that we are able to stick through difficult situations, or we are able to stick through undesirable situations, things that we usually don't find to be very pleasant, right? So when we are mindful, we have this little superpower within us. It's like we can stand anything that comes our way. Whatever is unpleasant and whatever is also pleasant, we just see it mindfully. And with that, we do not get overly angry or overly excited. We are always true to ourselves. We are always being ourselves. And you know, one way you can always be mindful is to wing it. You know what they mean when they say you should wing it? Is don't think too much about it. If you have a task to do, just do it. The moment you get caught up in thoughts, oh, I'm scared, or oh, I've never done this before, or I think I will fail. Once you start getting those ugly thoughts, then you become balled up, and then it feels like you have failed even before you start doing whatever you're supposed to do. So if you fail or you stop before you even start, then how will you ever be successful? How will you ever achieve your goals, right? So when we are mindful, or when we wing it and we just become ourselves, then we are able to not allow ourselves to be controlled by ugly thoughts. By ugly thoughts, I mean thoughts about fear, thoughts about anxiety, and so on and so forth. But you have to be very clever when you wing it. You can't just wing everything. For example, you can't just wing exams. You have to study. Okay, can't wing it. You have to study for your exams. So it is up to you, and you will always know how much you can wing it and how much effort you need to put into something, right? And when we wing it, when we just let things happen the way they happen, we kind of let ourselves be ourselves. We don't try to be someone else, or we don't try to put up a facade. When we say to put up a facade, it means to try to pretend that you're something which you're not. So we are natural. We are natural when we wing it. Remember, I always like to say this, and I like to repeat it. If you are sad, don't pretend that you're happy. Just understand that in this moment there is sadness, and just let it be at that. You're just accepting the truth of the situation. If you are upset, don't pretend that you're not upset. Just understand that right now I am feeling upset, and just let it be there. No need to act on it. No need to, throw a tantrum about it. You just accept this is the reality of the situation. Something unpleasant has happened, and now I am upset about it. And when you accept that you're upset about it, you are honest with yourself, you are honest with others, and from there you can learn how to move forward, the next step to take, right? And another way that mindfulness helps us is that, let me give a simile. Who knows how we play darts? You know that game called darts? Kevin, do you know the game called darts? Shake your head for no. Kevin is confirming from someone else if he knows the game called darts. Okay. Well, I'm sure some of you have heard of the game called darts. Is that what it's really called? I don't know. I just know that that thing you throw, I think it's called a dart. So
It's
we just call it darts.
yeah,
Very good.
I've heard about that.
Good, Labir. No? And also, if you haven't had darts, you can think of archery. Archery is that game where you have a bow and an arrow, and you shoot at a target, right? So in both of these games, there is always a target to shoot at. And the closer you get to the center of the target, the higher you score. But now, how we relate this to mindfulness is, let's imagine that this dart or this arrow is a feeling, maybe anger, maybe anxiety, maybe excitement. Now, if we have a target on ourselves, then it will be very easy for someone to shoot at us. So how this relates to mindfulness is when we are balled up and we are not mindful and we are always overthinking things, we are always fearful or worrisome, then we become an easy target for these emotions to stick at us, to be aimed at us. But when you're mindful, it's like there's no target, because then you don't think about these things too much. So there's no room for ugly thoughts or ugly unwanted feelings to rise in, right? So we cannot be shot at. Nothing can target at us. If there's no target anywhere, like in the game of darts or in the game of archery, then there's nothing to shoot at. So in the same way, when we are mindful, we are always targetless. Nobody can push our buttons. If you are someone whose buttons are pushed easily, then the people around you, they will just read you and they know, this person doesn't like this. So if you do this, then they will become uncomfortable. They will become agitated, right? This is how other people push our buttons. But if we are not able to present ourselves as a target, then other people will not know how to push our buttons. And even if they try to do so, and we remain mindful, we just know that whatever happens, it comes and it goes. Whatever emotions and feelings that we get, they come, they go, they arise, and they pass away. So that way, you cannot really push my buttons. So this mindfulness, it kind of helps you to stay above whatever happens in your life. You become more accepting, you become more energetic, you become more courageous, all because you are mindful. And another way to think about this is if you've seen people surfing at the beach. I know the whole of Sri Lanka is an island. So that means it's a good destination for tourists. And at the beach, there's usually a lot of tourists riding those waves. And if you watch how they're doing it, their main aim is always to ride the wave, to stay above or to stay with the wave and not get submerged under the water. So mindfulness helps us to always ride whatever comes our way. Just like we are riding a wave, we cannot become overwhelmed, we cannot drown in it. This is what mindfulness helps us to do. And so to come back to our little froggy friends here, when the first frog says that frogs eat whatever bugs them, we take that to mean that whatever comes their way, they just eat it up, they gobble it up, and that's the end of the matter. That's it, finished. So frogs are always happy. If you see a frog just sitting somewhere, it appears like he's always mindful. She's always mindful, always being aware, always paying attention to whatever is happening around. When a bug comes, it doesn't get fidgety or agitated because he knows he has one power. That is a very long power, very long and sticky tongue. So a bug comes along and choop, another one comes along, choop, and that's the end of the matter. So when we are always mindful, whatever happens to us, then we know, we are just understanding that it is coming and it is going. It does not stay there forever. Whatever emotions, or even if you have an itch, any feeling that you have on your body, it's never permanent. Nothing is ever permanent. It comes and it goes. And it is the power of mindfulness that helps us to understand this quality of things, this quality of coming and going, arising and passing away. This is how we should always try to live our lives in school, at home, while doing our chores, even while playing. It can be really fun to play games while being mindful, right? Okay, so if anyone has any questions or any comments, just anything you would like to contribute, feel free to do so. Just I can give you a few seconds. Well, then, if nobody has anything to share, then I suppose we could move on to mindful walking. Mindful walking. So for anyone who is joining us for the first time, we will do some mindful walking. Yes, this is literal walking. We will literally walk. And with this walk, we will practice mindfulness. So what you want to do is to find a path that is a straight path, somewhere where you can walk back and forth, okay? Okay, I hope you're all following. We find a path where you can walk back and forth, and we will walk slowly and quietly, keeping our attention on the soles of our feet so that we can feel how we are stepping on the floor, on the ground. And when we step and we keep our attention on our feet, then there are certain things that we will know about what we are feeling. Perhaps the floor or the ground is soft or it is hard. Maybe it is smooth. Perhaps it is rough. So this is what you really want to know. When you bring all your attention there, then you will know these things. And it is not just that you will know. Anything that you feel, temperature or texture, or just anything that you feel when you step with your right leg, you step with your left leg. So what we are trying to do is to always keep our attention there, what we are feeling when we step on the floor. And of course, sometimes we'll start thinking about things, our mind will start running here and there. When you notice that, try to bring your mind or your attention back to what you're feeling when you step with your right, step with your left. So you will repeat this, walking back and forth, back and forth. And at the end of our mindful walking and mindful sitting, remember we'll write a report, maybe just a paragraph with 2 or 3 sentences explaining our experience, what we felt when we were walking back and forth, and whether we were able to bring our attention back to our feet whenever we found out that the mind was running here and there. So without further ado, please let us move to our walking paths. Let's move to our walking paths and start our mindful walking. Okay, let's begin our mindful walking, please. Okay, everyone. You may return to your seats. Did you do the mindful walking? Good. So now we will move on to mindful sitting. Again, if you're new, this is how we do mindful sitting. You sit somewhere on a chair, on a cushion on the floor, wherever you're comfortable. So you sit with your back straight, so that means you sit up. Just relax your face and relax your shoulders, just let them fall. And your hands, you can rest them on your lap or on your knees. Relax, just to your side. And this exercise, we usually do it with our eyes closed, because when we keep our eyes closed, we may become distracted by things that we are seeing or a lot of light. So usually we close our eyes. Before we close our eyes, what we are going to do is during mindful sitting, we will keep our attention on the breath. That means breathing in and breathing out. Just like during mindful walking, we are keeping our attention on our feet and what we are feeling when we step left and when we step right. So when sitting, we keep our attention on the breathing in and the breathing out. Whenever we breathe in, we just understand that we are breathing in, and we don't try to think about other things. We just feel the air going inside our nose. And when we breathe out, we just keep our attention on the breathing out. We don't try to think about other things. We just keep our attention on the air that is coming out of our nose. So just in this manner, we continuously keep our mind on the breath, breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out. From time to time, some thoughts will come into our mind and we will get distracted. But when you notice that you're thinking about other things, return your attention to the breath, breathing in and breathing out. At any given moment, always remember to know whether you're breathing in or whether you're breathing out. If you're thinking about something else, that means you've lost your attention, and so you need to bring your attention back to the breath. So let us close our eyes gently, not very tightly, just close your eyes gently and maintaining that posture. Let us bring our attention to the breathing in and the breathing out. From time to time, just keep your attention there. And when the bell goes, we will continue. So let's do the mindful sitting. Hey everyone, you may open your eyes. All right. So now having done mindful walking and mindful sitting, we will write our experience in our mindful journals, right? So we begin with our experience for mindful walking. In 2 or 3 or 4 sentences, tell us whether you will write this, and then later you will share with the group, and we can all hear. Tell us what you experienced during mindful walking. Were you able to keep your attention on your feet, stepping left, stepping right? Did you notice that your mind started wandering, going here and there? And were you able to bring it back to know what you're feeling when you're stepping? And the same for mindful sitting. Tell us in a few lines, few sentences, whether you were able to keep your breath, your attention on your breath. And if not, what else came up in your mind? Were you thinking about the chair you were sitting on? Were you thinking about how it is feeling to sit on that chair? Or were you feeling bored? Or were you thinking about other things? And when you notice this was happening in your mind, were you able to bring your attention back to your breath? This is what you would tell us about your experiences. So let us write this in our journals. If you're new, you may write this on a piece of paper, and or you may just get a book and dedicate it for writing your mindful experiences. So let us get writing, and when you're finished, please raise your little Zoom hand, and we can share your experience with the rest of the group. So let's get writing. Let's take about 2 more minutes, and then we can start sharing our reports. Okay, so who shall start us off today? We can see that looks like Harini is first on the list. Harini, you may unmute and share your report with us. If you're still writing your reports, just go ahead, no problem. After you finish, you may raise your hand. Harini, are you able to unmute? Hmm.
Mindful walking. I felt that my hands were touching each other. I felt some itchy places and I itched them. But then I knew that I was distracted and I did it all over again and I was mindful. Mindful sitting. My mind was relaxed. I had a itchy place again, but I stayed mindful. Thank you.
Thanks for your report, Harini. Whenever you feel distracted, you said you got distracted. Do you bring your attention back to where you are supposed to put it?
Yes.
When you're walking, you bring your attention back to your stepping left and right. And when you're sitting, you bring your attention back to your breathing in and breathing out, right? Yes, okay. So very good that you keep knowing what is happening. And I'm sure it is not only the touching of your hands that you noticed. There are other things that you noticed. Did you have any thoughts in your mind? Maybe
No.
from things you have heard or things that you smelled? No? If not, then that shows that your mindfulness is growing. with your attention always on the object of your mindfulness. So just like this, whatever you are doing, even well, it is not mindful sitting or mindful walking, if your mind is always there with you, if you always know where your attention is, then that means your mindfulness is growing. So that is very good. Thank you for sharing your report with us. Next on our list is Methuli. Please forgive me if I am mispronouncing the name. You may unmute and share your report with us.
Walking. I felt my footsteps. When I was walking, I looked down at my footsteps, but my glasses were sliding down my nose, which distracted me. Sitting. I felt my nostrils absorbing air and letting it out. I felt very sleepy while sitting because I was very comfortable and it was quiet in the room. Thank you.
All right, very good. Thank you for sharing your report. You mentioned that when you were looking down, your glasses started to slide off, right? And then you felt like you were being distracted, right? Well, one thing to know is that whenever something is happening, say your mind is, your attention is on your stepping left and you're stepping right. Whenever something else happens, like what happened with your glasses, then just let your mind go there, let your attention go there, and know that the glasses are sliding off. And so if you need to fix that, and then let your mind go back to your stepping left and your stepping right. So if you don't, which word can we use? If we don't, do you know what resist means?
No.
To resist something is to stop something from happening. So if your attention has gone somewhere, before you know it, don't stop it. Just let it go there, because this is how our mind is, right? When we hear something, our attention goes there, right? When we smell something, we start thinking about what we are smelling and our attention goes there. So if your glasses start sliding off and you notice, of course, you will stop thinking about stepping left, stepping right, and now your attention is on the glasses. So just know that now the attention is on the glasses, and you fix that and you bring your attention back to stepping left, stepping right, stepping left, stepping right. In this manner, if your mind or your attention is always with what is happening, then you're not distracted. You're mindful of what is happening. So next time you will tell us, I became mindful of my glasses sliding off, not distracted. Then I became mindful again by stepping left, stepping right. It is not wrong to have your attention somewhere else. The purpose of mindfulness is to just know where the mind is. When we are walking, we use the stepping left and stepping right to know when the attention is moving from one thing to another. But you're still always mindful, right? Okay, so very good. Thank you for sharing your report with us. Let's move on to Aaron. Aaron, you may unmute and share your report with us.
So, for mindful walking, I just walked around my living room. My mind didn't lose concentration because I was focusing on my breathing and walking from the beginning, which made it harder for my mind to distract me. For mindful sitting, I sat in my chair and focused on my breathing for nearly all of it. Sometimes the sun would come, which would distract me and make me open my eyes, which made me see random dots and reddish when I closed my eyes. so I just covered my eyes with my hands for the rest of the mindful sitting.
Okay, very good and also very interesting.
Thank you.
Now, I'd just like to mention for everyone and all of us who are practicing mindful walking and sitting, if we always know where our attention is, then that is still being mindful. Doesn't matter whether it's on the in-breath, the out-breath, or stepping left, stepping right. The most important thing is to know where your attention is at any given time. And it is easy to do this because when we are daydreaming or fantasizing, we are not with our attention. We are just thinking about random things that are not even related to each other, daydreaming, fantasizing, and those kind of things. But if we are paying attention, we are mindful, then our attention is always on what is happening. If we are thinking about perhaps the ice cream that we are going to eat after our session today, if you know that your attention is there, then you're still being mindful. But once you know that your attention is there, you remember, I'm supposed to bring it back to either the walking or the breathing. Then you bring it back. All the while, wherever the mind is, you are paying attention to that. That means you're still being mindful. So as for Mr. Aaron, the sunlight that was in your face, you said you covered it with your hands. So did you stay covering your hands for the rest of the sitting? Did you say that?
Yes.
Okay, that's fine. However, next time, just try to let the light be. Let the light be. I mean, so long as it's not harming you, so long as it's not painful, just let it be. Just understand that now there is light. It does not mean that it is distracting me. It does not mean that now I cannot keep my mindfulness. Just let it be. Don't do anything about it. Don't feel angry or upset about it. Just let it be. The sun shining in my face. Go ahead. I am just sitting here, very mindful, like a frog, just understanding that it is just light in my face. Overall, very good. Keep practicing. And every day, maybe 5-10 minutes, you can do mindful walking, mindful sitting, and keep recording in your journal. And over time, you'll see that your mindfulness keeps growing and growing. Thank you very much, Aaron. Let's move on to Sanhita. Sanhita, please unmute and share your report with us. Sanhita, we want to hear your voice. Looks like Sanhita is trying to show us something. Hey, look, Sanhita, if you're having a problem, please shake your head because we cannot hear you. Sorry, we also can't read that. I can't see anything. Sanhita, look, Sanhita, if you're able to speak, say, do this. Can you do this? And if you can't speak, do that. Okay. Okay, looks like our friend is having some trouble there. In the meantime, we can move to the next report. Sanita, if you're able to come back, please let us know and you can share your report. This is, how do we pronounce your name? Shanadi. All right, Shanadi, let's hear your report.
Mindful walking. I was calm. I was thinking about the things I am doing right now. My brother distracted me, but I was mindful. Mindful sitting. It cleaned my mind. I was quiet. Attention was complete.
Sorry, please tell us that last part again. Mindful sitting.
Mindful sitting. It cleaned my mind. I was quiet. Attention was inhaling and exhaling, and I was mindful.
All right. Very good. Very short. Very simple. Whenever we are sitting, we always want to keep our attention on the inhaling and exhaling. However, if something else happened, maybe we hear a sound, our attention will go there. Just know that your attention has gone there as well. If you smell something and perhaps a thought comes up in your mind about what you're smelling, just know that your attention is now thinking about that thing which you're smelling. And once you know that, you bring it back to your inhaling or exhaling, or you're stepping left, or you're stepping right. This way, you're always mindful. There's no distraction. Whatever happens, your attention is there. Your mindfulness is there. Then you're always mindful. We are all always mindful. It's just that we don't always know it. We get distracted by a lot of things, or we start daydreaming or fantasizing. But really, we are all always mindful. We are all born mindful all the time. So we just need to put a little effort to understand that we are always having this mindfulness with us. We are always in the present moment. Thank you for sharing your report, Shenubi. And next we have Sahara and Binet. Please unmute and share your mindful experience.
Mindful walking. I had 7 to 11 steps per direction. The carpet felt colder. The carpet felt colder and gradually got hotter. I heard some noises outside, but they were quiet, so I distracted it. I distracted them. The bell rang and I went back to my seat. Mindful sitting. I didn't sleep. I didn't sleep. I was feeling tired, so I gently placed my head on a soft thing. The quiet noises had finished, so I didn't really get that distracted. The bell rang and I opened my eyes. Mindful walking. I did 14 to 16 steps per lap. I noticed that the middle part of my foot didn't touch the ground. I felt neither hot nor cold. I focused on my walking. Mindful sitting. I felt very sleepy. I did fall asleep, but although I can hardly remember when. I felt my breath go in and out of my mouth and nose. I focused on my breathing. Thank you.
All right, very good. Someone mentioned that they could feel that the floor they were walking on was neither hot nor cold. Now, this is something very interesting that we can discuss. Sometimes we try to name our experiences. We either want it to be hot or to be cold. But if we don't know whether it is hot or cold, that's also okay, right? We are still mindful of the fact that something is just the way it is. It is neither hot or it is not cold. So we just accept it the way it is. This is also a sign of being mindful. We are just in the present moment, accepting whatever is happening or just accepting whatever we are feeling. And if we do this, we will never be really distracted. Our attention will always be sharp. And if our attention is on what is happening in the present moment, then that transforms into mindfulness. So the attention plus in the present moment, what is happening, it becomes mindfulness. Thank you very much. Keep on being mindful. And we can move on to Tevan.
Thank you. Thank you. Mindful walking. I felt my legs touch the dust on the ground and stick on my legs. Then after I get on my seat, then they were off. When I walk, I start with my right and then my left leg. I felt that when I kept a step, I start with my right. Keep a step, I start with my heel. Then I keep a step, I start with my heel, then my toes. I heard birds chirping. I felt my heartbeat racing and I felt the wind touching my face. End of report. Thank you.
Thanks for sharing your report, Devin. Sharing your report. Yes, it is always important to know which leg is stepping all the time. And you just told us when you're stepping with your left, you knew that your left was starting, and then your right followed. It doesn't matter which one started or followed, right or left. That's what's important. What's important is that you always knew that this leg is starting and the other one is following. That means your attention was in the present moment, knowing what is happening, right? And when you're doing mindful sitting, you heard the chirping of the birds, and your attention was with what was happening at that moment that it was happening, hearing of the chirping of the birds. That is what we call mindfulness. Always knowing where your attention is at any time. Okay? So keep it up. Continue doing this every day, a few minutes of mindful walking and mindful sitting, and your mindfulness will keep growing. Thank you very much. So now we have Asalia. Asalia, let's hear your report.
Mindful walking. When I was doing mindful walking, my toes were touching the ground and I count my steps. Mindful sitting. When I was doing mindful sitting, I was very cold because of the AC. I turn off the AC and I come and sit and do it again. When I am sitting and doing again, I felt I was distracted. After that, my mother made the door and opened it again. The door had opened it again. Then I told my mother, don't come to the room. Then I was distracted in that case also. I was very scared to close my eyes because I watched a scary movie last night. Thank you.
All right. For your mindful walking, you said that you did something to the AC. Now, next time you're doing mindful walking, don't touch the AC. If you start while the AC is on, let it stay on. Or if you start while the AC is off, let it stay off. And whatever you feel, any temperature, whether hot or cold, if you start thinking about it, then it will become uncomfortable. So what we do when we feel that it is hot, we just know that we are feeling hot and just let it stay there. Don't think about anything else. Don't think about, oh, now what should I do now that it's hot? Or what should I do now that it's cold? Just always know that it is hot or it is cold or it is like someone mentioned to us today. They didn't know whether it was hot or whether it was cold. They could not understand. So just let it be like that, okay? And if you don't start thinking about it, if you're mindful of what it is, then you will not be distracted, you will not be uncomfortable. Okay, so that is a challenge to you. Whenever you're doing mindful walking or mindful sitting, if something happens, just know, now it has happened. And don't do anything else about it. Don't start thinking, now what should I do now that it has happened? Then you will lose your attention and you will go on to other things and you'll start daydreaming and fantasizing and all those kind of things. And now that is not being mindful. If your attention is on what you're feeling at that moment, then it becomes mindfulness. Okay, so take that as a challenge. Asalia, thank you very much for sharing your report with us. Laviru, we can move on to you.
Thank you. Mindful walking. I felt that some parts of the floor were soft and rough. I felt that my hands touched each other and had some moisture in between them. I felt that my whole feet, except the edges, touched the floor. I felt that my mind slipped into some thoughts. I felt that my heel touched the first, and then the rest of my feet touches the floor. I felt the pain in my upper leg muscles. I also felt that there was a moisture in my mouth. I heard the bell ring with a high pitch. Mindful sitting. I felt the comfortness in my back and the pressure too. I felt that my hands touch each other and the chair. I felt that thoughts came and went, and different things helped me to keep my mindfulness in the breath. I felt that my left nostril could breathe better than my right nostril. I felt that the air I breathed touched the edges of the nostrils and the upper lip. I also could feel the air that I breathed go until the throat. I felt that my body and head especially was rested and was comfortable. I heard the bell ring sharply with a less echo than usual. End of the report, sergeants.
All right, Laviru. It's like you notice a lot of things happening. Our mind will always want to get a lot of information in. Our mind is always trying to know what is happening all the time. What is important, like we mentioned earlier today, is to know where the attention is at any given moment. And that comes out very naturally in your report. You tell us what you felt, how the places that the breath was touching while you were inhaling and exhaling. So just knowing that your attention is there at any time, that is great. Asalia shared with us that she could not close her eyes because she watched a horror movie last night. And yes, Asalia, we are talking about you. You may approach. Yeah, it's good if you listen to this because this is something that you shared with us, right? Yeah, you said you could not close your eyes because you watched a horror movie. But you know what? Even if you are having scary thoughts, if you just know that your attention is on scary thoughts and don't think about it, then scary thoughts will just be scary thoughts and they will not trouble you. You will not be very fearful of them because they're just thoughts, they only exist in the mind, right? Yeah, so I just thought of that when Navin read us his report. His mind is always on whatever is happening. His attention is on what is happening at any given moment. So this is how we stay mindful. Yes, thank you for sharing your report, Navin. Keep up. To all of you who have managed to share your reports, keep up your mindful sitting and mindful walking. Sanita, you're back. Are you able to speak to us today? No? No, okay, it doesn't matter. You can join us next week also, and we might even start with the report next week. Okay, good. All right, so let's move on to the next phase. I believe I can see that Auntie Katie is here with us.
Yes, Bante. So I hope Olu is there with us. Olu, you're there?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so it'll be Auntie Samanthi doing the activity for today. But before that, I have a quick reminder to all our kids. We are going to do something soon in one of the upcoming sessions. So this is just a heads up. Anyone who remembers this? We did it last year. Yeah? Okay. So I'm seeing a mirrored picture. I hope you can read the proper name. It says time capsule, right? So we made something like this. So this is just a reminder to all the kids who did it last year. Try to find it out, right? So I also had to find this dig it up, and it's a bit dusty, right? So keep this ready. Sometimes it could be next week or the week after. If it's next week, we will let you know in our message just to bring that. And for the new kids, we will let you know the items to bring to do the activity, right? So in one of the upcoming sessions, for those who did it, keep your time capsules ready. We are going to open the box because it's time, right? We have sealed this on 19th October 2024 and we are to open it on 25th October 2025. So that's next week. We are trying to see if we can do it, but we'll be definitely doing it in one of the upcoming sessions, right? Just that. Thank you very much, Bante, for conducting the session so far. And I would give it back to Olu to invite Samanthi Auntie for today's activity.
All right, that sounds very interesting, the time capsule. very exciting. Anyways, I hope you enjoy your activity today, kids, and stay well.
Thank you, Bante.
I invite Sati Auntie to conduct the activity.
Thank you, everyone. Avasarai Bhante. Hope that everyone can hear me. So we will have another nice activity. Remember once we made a frog. Huh? Remember we made a frog which was mindful at the moment, which is jumping into water. Remember? Give me a second to bring it and show you.
Okay, so till Samanthi auntie comes, I'll remind the list of items. Ah, there, she's there. Okay, over
It's
to you.
okay, it's okay. It's
Yeah.
okay, you can.
I'll put it in the chat. You can go on. I'll put it in the chat for those who want, right?
Yeah, the things what we need. Okay, I will show them first, Kiniti auntie, that will be better, right? So today we need, of course, better to keep your whole pencil case nearby. That will be important. With the scissor, a straw, and the inner tube of the pen. Okay, blank one is okay. The empty ones are also okay. Pencil, the marker pens. If you need some colors, and a double tape is needed. If unable to search for double tape, it's okay to have glue as well. Okay, if you have glue, you can manage with. Right, scissor is needed. I think it was not mentioned in my list. Yes, so sorry about it. But I know usually you are using scissors. Please take off all the pencil case. That's easy for you. One thing maybe you didn't hear. We need this tube as well. So you can remove from your pen. Right. Okay then. Remember this one. I think some have gone to search for the things that we need. Do you have this? Huh? The froggy, what we made? Right. Today we made another one as our theme today. Anything what it bugs, it will take off. Remember what we discussed today? So then when the frogs find anything which can be edible, right? So they take off. Let's see how we can make it today. So I think now you are ready. I'm using waste papers, children. Okay, today I'm using waste papers. You also can use waste papers, no problem. It's not a must to find very new papers. Okay. Then first we are drawing a circle. Now don't think that you need any tool to draw a circle. We will find a way to draw a circle without usually you need the compass, right? You're searching for the compass. Without compass, let's draw a circle. It should be just bigger than your palm size is enough, okay? A circle bigger than your palm size. Even if you don't have color papers, don't worry. If it is a white paper, try with it, okay? Let's see how to draw a circle without any tool. Okay, even we can use this and draw the circle, but I don't use it because I need to show you how to draw it. First, in the middle area of your paper, draw a small circle. Okay, in your paper, any paper, draw a small circle. We are going to keep the middle point of our circle on that point. Okay, I drew a small circle here. Can see? Right. Now, in your hand, you know this point. Keep this point on that circle. Keep this point on that circle. Now we are preparing a compass by our own hand. Then hold your pencil like this. Okay? Hold your pencil like this. Then in between this circle and the pencil point, you may have about 2-3 inches. That's enough. 2 inches are enough. Maybe the little ones don't understand me. Then what you can do? You can find anything, a circle like this, and draw a circle. No problem. Okay? Draw a circle. But those who need to know how to draw a circle without a compass, this is important because we don't have always tools. Now what I'm doing, I'm rotating this paper around that point. If the point is changed, you can check it. Okay, I don't change my pencil point, but I rotate the paper without changing the pencil point. Now, if you draw the circle, the first point should be made finally, right? We kept the point of your hand in the middle of the circle and we drew like this by rotating the paper. Then you can see that it becomes a compass. Okay, hand and the pen act as a compass. Okay, now no worries if you can find a circle shape, something, maybe your bottle or anything, just keep and draw the circle easily, no problem. Okay, you can draw the circle. Now take the scissor and cut around it. We need the circle. We need the circle to cut and get separated. Cut the circle. Now I have the circle on my hand. Now you can check whether your circle is properly cut by folding into half. Now fold the circle into half. Now I have folded the circle into half, and then to the size of, we have to put this into this hole. Okay, we are going to put into the middle of the paper this straw. Okay, to the size of that straw, we have to cut this middle part. Now let's cut the middle hole just like this. You can cut, you can see that I have cut the middle part where I can put the straw in it. Okay, we had to put the straw in it. Got it? Okay. Now we are going to make the face of our frog with this. Okay. Now frog should have eyes. Let's draw the eyes in another paper. Just 2 circles, small circles. You can take another paper and draw small circles. And cut them. When you cut the circles, better to cut that part separate and then start to cut the circles like this. So it's easy for you. Don't keep the whole paper on hand. Now we are becoming mindful to what's happening as well while you are making this. Okay. When you touch the paper, when you touch the scissor, how do you feel it? What your mind says? Anything is acceptable. Maybe your mind says, oh, it's so hard. I don't understand, like that. So just look at it, what your mind says. Maybe you enjoy it. I know that some children don't enjoy this kind of craft work. But when you start it, you will feel that it's funny. Right, I got 2 circles now. You had to...
Sorry to interrupt. Harini Dua has a question. What is it, Dua?
How did you make that hole in the circle?
This one?
Yes.
Then just draw the circle by using anything you have. Maybe the bottle or something you have. Just draw a circle. I showed you how to draw a circle without such tools as well. Even you can use the compass. Okay? But without any tool. Yes?
The little circle.
A little circle. Just draw a little circle and cut it. If you have eyes, that plastic eyes you can use, but here we don't get them. We try to make everything our own way. Okay, then just cut a little circle on your paper. You can draw it and cut. Now we have to paste those like this. Okay, we have to paste this small circle. Half of that should appear on the top of it. Got it? Like this you have to paste, right? Then only the frog's eyes are appeared in real way, because frogs are having big eyes. To show that, you can paste it like this.
And Methuli also has a question. You have a question, Dua?
Samanthi auntie.
Yes, dear Baba.
I want you to slow down a little bit because you are very quick, that's why.
Very quick. I thought I'm very slow because some of you maybe already have cut and pasted. That's why I'm going quickly. Right. Now, what you want to make? The big circle or small ones? Have you made the big circle? Have you folded it to the half? Then did you paste these two small circles? No, not yet. Maybe you take time to cut it. Is it?
Yeah.
Okay. Right. Then till she cuts those, others can decorate these eyes. You know, you can draw it like this. Draw number 8 in it. Remember? We did that before. And make it as a circle. Got it? How to do it? Again, I think it's visible. Draw number 8 in the middle of the eye. Okay. Then you get 2 small circles in it. Now cover like this. It's clear now?
Yes.
The eyes of the frog. And then you can draw its nose here. And we are going to paste our tongue. We need a tongue, big tongue for it. Before that, everyone should come to this point. Everyone should be with the frog's face before we draw the tongue. Of course, not to draw it, we have to prepare it by pasting. Oh, nice. Kiniti auntie is done.
Yes, I'm also just like Methuli and Harini. Just now only finished it. So you are not too slow.
Yeah, there was a complaint that I'm so fast. Now, Kiniti auntie, you also can draw number 8 and then make it as a circle.
Right. Let me see.
To draw the eyes of the frog.
Number 8 and circle, right.
Yes. The number 8 should cover up as a circle
the rest you color, right?
Yes. Rest of that have to be.
See, we are learning lots of easy tricks from Samanthi auntie.
Yeah, otherwise, if not, you have to buy these eyes from the shop. No need.
Googly eyes, yes, googly eyes.
Yes.
Now our kids can unmute yourselves and speak if needed, okay?
Yes, you can ask questions if you have missed some parts. Anyway, you should have this one now. We have folded the circle and on the top we pasted the eyes of the froggy. It doesn't have the tongue of it. We need the tongue. Now let's find the tongue, okay? For that we need the straw. Even if someone doesn't have a straw, by rolling paper, they can prepare a straw. Right. Now, I need another paper. Another color than the frog's face, please. Okay? Don't get the same color. If you don't have another color, get white at least. Okay, because it needs to be seen. Now, this paper should be with the length at least of your pen or pencil Okay, the length should be the size of your pen or pencil, right? The length. Then width of the paper should be about 2 inches. About 2 inches. Now you have the ruler, you can measure and get, right? About 2 inches. Now what I am going to do, I'm going to cut a piece of paper, 2 or 3 inches, okay?
Samantha,
But when
aunty,
you,
please.
yeah, we need another paper for the tongue of the frog. That should be with the size of your pen. Okay? The length of the paper is size of pen. Width of that, width should be about 2 inches, 2.5 or 2 inches. Okay? Now I will cut it and show you. A paper like this, 2 inches and say 2, about 8 inches length, 2 inches width. Okay, if you get your pencil size is enough, the paper. Everyone is ready with the strip of paper? That's for the tongue. We have to fold it to 2, okay? We have to fold it to 2 to the lengthy shape. See? You have to fold it into the long way. Not in this way, long way, okay? Now, the paper strip should be like this, tight. Unfold it, because now we are going to keep our straw inside this, right? We should paste this straw with this paper. Now, can someone is unmuted? Shall we keep mute? Because when you need, you can keep unmute, okay? Otherwise, the noise comes. Right. Now you have to paste this. How to paste? For that, we need the double tape. Now look at here. I'm going to paste my straw in this. You have to take the double tape and one side of this lengthy sides, one side only, paste all along. From one corner to the other, paste the double tape. Okay, one corner to the other. We don't want the other side. And paste two short sides, both two short sides as well. Okay, then only 3 sides are pasted with the double tape. You know, in double tape, we have to remove the white color part to keep it sticky. If you don't know how to use it, you can ask an elder to help you in this matter. If not, even glue can be used, children. You can use glue for this. We are going to paste our straw. When I paste it, you will understand what I'm doing. Now I'm removing that white color part of the double tape. Be mindful when you do all of this. If you are not mindful, what will happen to the double tape? Both glue part and white part will come to your hand again. So you should have a small nail part for that, right? Now we are removing the white color part of the double tape. We pasted the double tape into 3 sides only, one lengthy side and other 2 short sides.
And Harini and Sanhita has questions too. Yes, Dua. You can unmute and speak.
Yes, ask questions.
Did you make the tongue?
No, we are not yet. We are still making it. This is the strip of paper what I'm using for the tongue. Okay? This strip of paper. Now we have pasted the double tape in 3 sides of it. 3 sides of it, we have pasted the double tape. One long side, other 2 sides, short sides. Now look, I get the straw, keep at the middle, right? Keep at the middle and I fold it into 2. Now you can paste it because we have a double tape pasted. It's pasted now. It should be fully pasted, children. If not, what will happen? I will show you what will happen, okay? There is a small hole. I have to cover that part because there should not be any holes here. It's a waste paper. I should cover that as well.
No.
No any holes in it. Now, we have pasted the straw. The straw should be kept only a small part inside the straw. It has the tongue lengthy, this part, just without the straw. Straw comes over up to here only, okay, when you paste it. Not up to the end, only up to the middle area. Now, take that tube of the pen. I ask you to get it out from your pen tube, and keep at the side where no straw here. The straw is this side, other side, okay? The other side, and roll it. Now you can see what am I doing. I'm rolling. Yeah, I'm rolling the tongue, edge of the tongue of the frog upward. Yes? Did you see that? What did I?
How many times do I have to fold it?
Only 2 times, only 1 time, because it's half. Now, did you see its tongue is rolled up now. Now I'm trying to blow it out. Let's see. There is some place the wind blows out. Did you get it? Now when the straw is pasted into the piece of paper, it's pasted like this. By using the double tape we did it, but even you can use glue. I have seen some whistles like this, isn't it? Kiniti auntie, have you seen the whistles?
Yeah, we've seen.
It looks like this. See now, the tongue is rolled, okay? You can roll the tongue like this. For that only we use the tube of the pen. Now the frog's tongue is ready. I think you need some more time. That's why I'm blowing this and playing with it.
Samantha auntie,
Yes,
I
ready?
put the straw in the paper, the whole entire paper.
Now you have to fold it. You have to fold it into two. In the lengthy way, you have to fold it. See?
But I put the straw all the way.
All the way, but there should be a hole inside, dear. There's a hole inside. That's why I can blow in it. See? Can you blow this? Try, children. If you can blow it, that's okay then. It's ready now. Sorry, my neighbors are enjoying their holiday. Maybe a noise comes from outside. We have to accept, right? That's the theme today. We have to accept. Right. Now let's see how the frog gets this tongue. Now you know your frog's face is ready. Now I'm putting this into the hole what we made. Remember? Aha! Now my frog has a long tongue. Got it? Because there was a hole. We made the hole before. Right. Now our frog is ready. Then what about the insects? We have to find out the food for it. Let's make them. I have already made some of them. I will show you. But you have to start. Now I think the time will not be enough to make the origami insect. Here I have made origami insects and also just drawn one. This is drawn one. Can see? And this is an origami insect. But time will not be enough. I know that you will be confused if I am making this now. Let's wait.
Yeah, I think
another
we
day.
can tell them they can get the idea how to do it. They can try making the bugs on their own, yeah?
You mean the origami?
Yeah, or drawing and cutting anyway as they
Drawing.
like. Yeah.
Yes, yes. Then take a paper. Let's have a piece of paper and draw the bug. I will show you how to draw it, okay? First draw 2 small circles like number 8, okay? like number 8, 2 small circles. These are the eyes of the little bug or insect. Eyes. We first drew the eyes. Okay? Look, I made it royal by making a small dot in the middle. You got it? Then I draw the feathers. Little feathers of it. Can see? Little feathers of it. On the top of 2 eyes, you draw the little feathers. Okay? Right. Then at a side of 1 eye, draw its body in this way. Maybe it doesn't come in the same way what I draw. Don't worry, children. Don't worry. Then draw the small legs of it as you wish. No worries. Okay, the legs. I drew only 3 legs because it takes time to cut. Now quickly color the legs in black color. Here, my insect is ready to cut now. Small bug is ready to cut. Okay, I'm now cutting it around. You can draw your own insect, any shape, no worries. But eyes and only the feathers are there, no worries, okay? No worries. No legs, no problem. Just cut it now. Around. Now draw the insect and cut it. Maybe I'm too hurry, but we have to think about the time. That's why I'm going like this. The small fly, small insect or little bug is ready now. Even you can color if you want. Its feathers can be colored. I will show you. I'm coloring its little feathers. And see, the little bug, poor bug. It's going to be the animal fodder now, right? Because we heard that whatever the frogs have surrounding will be taken off. It doesn't worry. As we are mindful, we are accepting anything what comes to in our mind, right? We accept. Then we don't respond in wrong way. Right, now we are doing something else. All my bugs are ready now. I know that you don't have this much number. It's okay. I found many of them. If you only have 1 bug, make it ready. We had to paste a little glue tape on the top of it. Double tape, okay? Little double tape on the top of the bug. Usually you know that on the tongue of the tongue of the frogs are very sticky. But if we make the sticky tongue here, it will be stuck over here. We can't blow it. Okay, we can't blow like this. But here, when we make the fly sticky, okay, you make the fly sticky by pasting a small piece of double tape on its body. Now I pasted a double tape on my origami fly and another one on the drawn one. If you don't have double tape, what you can do, you can put some glue on it. No problem. Put some glue in it. Maybe on the top of the feathers or body. Keep it ready to be sticky. You know that if something is sticky only, it will be stuck with something else. Okay, now 2 of them are ready to be stuck. I will make another one, then you can complete your ones also. Poor little bug is going to be the food for this frog. Now the hungry frog is ready. Okay, I pasted double tapes on the flies, not everyone. Now try to even you can paste your tongue inside this face, then it doesn't move. Right? You can paste it like this because it's moving here and there. The tongue of your frog can be pasted inside if it is moving. Did you see that? It was stuck. And another one came. Now I'm catching the bugs. This hungry frog. Another one. Got it.
Oh, that was interesting. I think the kids loved watching the sticking part, I'm sure.
Yeah, the poor bugs are sticky. Then only they come with the tongue. But those who are not as sticky here, these are not as sticky, right? So they don't come with the tongue. They are very smart. These ones were poor. So you also can practice it. Don't be sticky. Then others will get you as a victim. Right? Then children here, got it. I know that maybe it's not easy to create it only by seeing once. Then you can try, even in YouTube, these kind of activities are done to make a frog with the tongue. Okay, blowing tongue. I think my work is done. Can we see if someone at least have done half of the way? Any questions?
Laviru had done, I think we can see Laviru's. I'll just put everybody's, yeah, we can see, I think, is it Asalia?
Oh,
Yes, Asalia had done.
Asalia, yeah.
And from
Good, good.
Samsung, what's your name, Dua? Samsung device?
Purvi.
Purvi, yes, Purvi also had done something. Probably Sanhita also had done. And we
Very
have a
good.
few. Yes, Sasen, maybe they also have done. If you can just hold up whatever you have done, it'll be nice when everybody just shows, yes, Laviru has, or yes. What's your name, Dua? Jeti?
Asalia, oh, good.
Jeti, yeah?
Jetya.
Jetya, right, Jetya. Nice. Yes, most of them have done. Wonderful. Okay, so please take a photo of these and send to the number. I'll put it in the chat, okay? And we will thank Samanthi auntie for doing that fun creation. It's tricky, it takes a bit of time, but it's so much fun when we actually get to do it, yeah? So we'll try, and if you couldn't finish, you can do it and send us a photo to this number I'm going to put. Since we've gone past our time, we will hand it over to Olu to do the closing for today while giving many thanks to Samanthi auntie. Thank you.
Thank you for the opportunity to do it. Be mindful, children.
Before we conclude this program, I would like to thank Pharaoh for teaching us and Samati Auntie for doing the mindful activity. Have a good Saturday and have a mindful week, everyone.
Have a mindful weekend, lucky children.
Thank you, everyone. Have a mindful
Thank
week. See you
you.
next week.
The number is there in the chat box.
Have a mindful week, everyone.
Please send the pictures.